My journey from Tacna, Arizona, led me to Tombstone, Arizona, where I discovered a magical being named Johnny Bones. So we are going to sit down on the street here in Tombstone for a Tea Party on the Road conversation. Hello, America. I am sitting here with Johnny Bones in Tombstone, Arizona. And he's one of the coolest people I've met so far on my trip.
I am?
Yes, you are.
Hey, doggy's right there.
And look, I have my own Mad Hatter now.
Yay! Yay, doggy's right there.
So, tell us a little bit about how you got to Tombstone, Arizona, and what you were doing before this.
Only if I can kiss you on the cheek first.
Okay.
Spank that bad. Well, I've always been creative.
We could see.
Yes. Well, we didn't have computers and all that nonsense when we were kids, so we play acted.
Mm-hmm.
So I got very good at playing cowboys and Indians. Oh, that's politically incorrect. Shame on you. I used to play Army a lot. That's where I did all my stunt stuff, and I loved doing stunts, and I wanted to do it when I was older. And my dad used to take us to a place called Frontier City, when it was an old west town, and they did stunt shows.
Where's that?
It was somewhere in Ohio or Michigan somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, and so he used to take us there every year, and it was something I wanted to do when I grew up. And I got a chance to do that when I moved to Phoenix. And I moved from Ohio to Phoenix.
Midwestern boy.
Yes, it was the recession of the 70s and 80s that prompted me to move to Phoenix, where there was at least some work. Well, there was a lot of work. So I moved there, and then I got to do gunfight stunt shows. I got to do my dream, and I learned professional stunts. So you were doing gunfight
stunt shows in Phoenix?
Yes.
For what? Where?
For the hell of it.
Just for the hell of it, in the middle of the street. You know, you were just spontaneously flash mob.
No, I worked at a place called.
That'd be really funny, wouldn't it? Flash mob.
A flash mob.
Stunt gunshot.
Flash mob.
Yeah, we could like have a whole old western flash mob in Phoenix. Anyway,
I have flash mobs when I play my bones. They run off so fast. Anyway.
Okay. Back on track.
Yeah, back on track. Were we ever on track?
I don't usually
go
one-way tracks. My tracks are usually circular.
Yeah.
So where was it that you were doing this?
It was a place called Pioneer Living History Museum.
Okay.
What I was telling you about as a kid when I'm playing Army and I'm playing Cowboys and Indians, I've always been a performer.
Yeah.
And that's where it rooted from.
Now, I think you told me earlier something about like rock musician or something?
Yes, I used to play heavy metal guitar.
Heavy metal guitar.
Shame bad boy!
All right.
No, in the late 70s and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a blast.
And you came up with this persona for Tombstone. Why?
Well, I've always liked theatrical rock bands, like Alice Cooper, Slade, David Bowie, Kiss. And so musically, if I'm going to do music, I want to be theatrical and I want costumes. And I joined up with a minstrel troupe in Phoenix. 1840s, early 1900s was the era of the minstrel show.
Oh, fun.
And the music they played on stage was the pop tunes and the hit tunes of the time. And the rhythm bones was mankind's very first rhythm instrument, and it was a big part of the minstrel show. This was the main rhythm instrument of American pop music, 1840s, early 1900s.
Really? Yes. I have no idea. I've never even heard of them before.
Yeah, so they dressed outrageously on stage, and so I just carry that on a little bit,
and
just a tad. I try not to overdo it.
How many costumes do you think you have?
Zillions and quadrillions, because I can keep mixing them up every day.
So every day you wear a different outfit,
don't you? It's never the same.
So wonderful.
It is wonderful. It's wonderful being me. I get to wake up and do this.
We're so glad you're you. I want you to tell us a little bit, because I find this fascinating, about how you got the city to allow you to be performing on the street here.
Well,
It's about artists, artist
they
rights.
did not allow me. I had to fight them.
Right.
And to fight for something that's good and wholesome is beyond me. And a success for the tourists, even though in a small manner, it still is a success for the tourists, and the tourists love it. It's one of the second biggest complaints in Tombstone. Not enough walk-by entertainment. People want to see characters and things happening as they're walking down the street. So I fit into that bill, and so I'm, in a small way, successful with the tourists. What was your question again?
You know, the fight you had to.
Oh yes.
I had that whole idea about rights and the constitutional rights about artists being able to perform on the street.
Yes. Well, the second oldest profession in the
world.
world.
The first oldest is right down the street.
Where it is.
From what I understand, there were 160 saloons in Tombstone in the day and 3,400 prostitutes.
Wow! Holy crap! Wee doggies!
3,400 prostitutes on this
Holy
street here.
Moly! Wow!
And
exciting.
all well supported too.
Yes. Wee doggies! I bet they were. Oh Lord!
So anyway,
I had to fight the city.
Right.
I had to fight the city to be doing what I'm doing, which is good and wholesome. Mankind's second oldest profession, and it was very, very popular in America in the 1800s. And the thing is busking, which is an old European word, which means to prostitute oneself, one's art, one's entertaining abilities. Yes.
So it totally ties into this town.
Yes. And so in America, it is protected by the First Amendment. Freedom of speech, freedom of artistic expression. And the city thought they were above the Constitution, they were going to run me off. And they created a ordinance and a license to do it, which is both are illegal and unconstitutional because your rights cannot be bought or sold. And they cannot restrict your freedom of speech. So I had to get the ACLU on board, and they backed the city down with a threat of lawsuit. They were willing to go all the way to the Supreme Court.
How easy was it to get them involved, the ACLU? Were they like right on top of it?
Yes. Yeah, if you have a legit constitutional issue and a potential case, they will jump on it. If not, you won't hear from them. But they answered me.
And
we're friends now.
You got your position on the street.
Yes.
Any words of wisdom for America?
Words
about your
of
life,
wisdom?
or things, interesting tidbits you want to give us about your life or your experience here in Tombstone?
Well, there is one thing that I think is extremely important to being happy. People say I'm the happiest guy in town or the happiest person I've seen. And to get there, you have to learn to let go. Of those things that need to be let go of, you need to let go. Anything that will weigh you down, you have to let go. Even sometimes people and friends you don't want to let go, or back home, you have to learn to let go. And if you can learn to let go, you will always be happy.
There you go. There you go. See, we're getting pearls of wisdom all along the way.
See?
All right. Well, thank you so much, Johnny, for sitting down with me and taking time out of your evening to indulge my audience.